Aquavelva, take 7.
Hey there, gents. Finch Tundgren here with Aquavelva.
Finch, turn around.
Hey there, gents. Finch Tundgren here with Aquavelva. Tastes refreshing, goes down smooth.
No, Finch, it's aftershave. You put on your face, stupid.
Aquavelva. It's aftershave. Put it on your face, stupid.
The tagline is when a man wants to smell like a man.
Aquavelva. Now available in brand new man scents.
Finch.
Aquavelva. Smell like a man, man.
Oh, the hell with it. That'll work. Finch has wrapped, everybody.
Y'all real pros. It's a pleasure. It's nice work. Hey there, goofy guys. Finch Tundgren here. I know you got your disco beats and your ColecoVision. Why don't you try this for a change?
Cut, Finch. It's the 80s.
Aquavelva. Covers up the smell of horse sweat and sin.
Cut. No, it doesn't.
And here we are again. That famous phrase is the trademark of legendary play-by-play announcer and award-winning sports journalist, Finch Tundgren. Over the past 3 decades, Finch has experienced it all. He was the voice of a nation, calling some of the greatest games in all of sports. And now, over the next 17 hours, over the next 7 minutes, I, Ted Cracker, have the unique pleasure of taking you through Finch's epic journey to becoming a sports broadcasting icon. Right here on True Sports Stories. Storied Sports Heroes. Stories.
True Sports Stories. Storied Sports Heroes. Stories.
So I called a friend in the FBI and found Mr. Tundgren's unlisted address. This apartment complex in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Finch. Who is it?
Finch, how you doing? Ted Cracker.
Ted Cracker.
True Sports Stories, Storied Sports Heroes. Come on, guys.
Hey, come on inside.
Here he shared with me his hobbies and interests outside of sports, which I didn't care about. This included a collection of softcore porn featuring Tracy Lords and pieces of tribal African art that he picked up during his short exile from broadcasting. Leaving me with one question. Who is Finch Tundgren? Who is Finch Tundgren?
I don't know, but his name's on the inside of my jockey shorts. Seriously, though. I guess I'm just like everybody else. I was born in New Delhi, India. Son of a shipping merchant and a struggling Bollywood actress. Like most boys, I worked at a factory that made and embroidered hand towels. One day, after delivering these towels to a government conference in Bihar, I met the man who would change my life.
That man was former UN ambassador and current drunk, Winston Thunderchurch. I asked Winston what was it that attracted him to the small boy from New Delhi. So what was it that attracted you to the small boy from New Delhi?
Attracted? Oh, I don't like the implications.
Yes, but what was it about Finch that made you want to take him away from those horrid living conditions?
Well, first of all, his name wasn't Finch. It wasn't actually until we got back to the States where I named him after my favorite bird, the finch. And then his last name came from, I believe it was my third wife's left toe. It went Nungren, Thungren, Tungren, and Phil. Yes, Phil.
Interesting, but wasn't it Finch's talent that you felt had to be seen?
Oh, yes. It was a soccer game at the Stadium Arcadium, South Palladium, when I heard a little boy doing play-by-play behind the stands. I went to investigate, and wouldn't you know, it was the little boy, the towel boy, who had visited us earlier that day. I took him back to the States, and to the only person who I could know to cultivate such talent.
I can see your cock. That man was veteran sports announcer Keith Jackson. Keith was unable to comment today due to his ongoing feud with Finch, so I asked Mr. Tundgren if he ever thought he could reconcile with his former mentor. Finch, do you ever think that you can reconcile with your former mentor?
Keith Jackson is a whiner and a loser.
But isn't it true, Finch, that Keith gave you $50,000 to invest in Gatorade, and instead you just went on and made your own designer fragrance called Cum for Men?
It's pronounced cum. And cum was found on the kumquat tree. For years, the Chinese have used it as an aphrodisiac, and everybody knows Gatorade's a sham. It was not happy.
But your falling out with Jackson actually led to your first big break, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Tell us about the call that made you a star.
It was 1972. I was just exiled by the National Broadcasting Corporation for the Cube incident. For 2 years, I was stuck in oblivion in Zaire, Africa. Then, fate struck me like an angry mother, and I called the greatest boxing match in the history of the world and all of mankind, the Tussle in the Leaves. As you may know it, the Rumble in the Jungle. And here we are again, 53 seconds left. We're here at the Tussle in the Leaves. But George Foreman has been pounding on Ali all round. There is another right. Oh, now he goes after the body, banging on it like a baby rattle. Oh my goodness, how much more can Ali take? There he is, leaning against the ropes. Leaning, he's pulling him over. Oh, there's referee Zach Clayton, once again, separating the two boxers, who've been going at it like gladiators. There they are. Oh, a left by Foreman, and a right that hits the shoulder. Zach, get out of the way, Zach, let these two fight. Oh, it's a good one. Oh, that's a right. A slick right by Muhammad Ali hits him again. Now he's got him in trouble. Left, right. He's stumbling. Oh, he goes down like my uncle in a family reunion. He can't keep his balance, baby. 5, 4, 3, and the bell can't save him. Foreman is over. He's finished. You've witnessed the impossible. Oh, my goodness. Somebody owes me some money, baby. The rapscallion from the Bronx, the minister of the massacre, the presence from heaven, your sister's ex-boyfriend, Muhammad Ali. He does it. The bell tolls for Foreman. It's over. He's done. He's finished. He's a loser. And the crowd goes wild for the hero of Zaire, the Kinshasa Cauldron, Muhammad Ali. In the 35 years I've been on this planet, only my mother's birth and the birth of my ex-girlfriend's son is the only greater thing that can compare to this. Oh my goodness.
When did you realize that the hardcore life of sports journalism had taken its toll?
It must have been 1984 Summer Olympics. I just dropped a sheet of acid and was announcing a decathlon when I thought the shot put was a hand grenade. It was not pretty.
I believe we have that audio, Matt.
And here we are again, the 1984 Summer Olympics. Oh, it's been a doozy here today, full of six-headed dragons and gladiators. Wait a minute! Is that a hand grenade? Help it up for your lives! Ah! Somebody have sex with me, I'm gonna die! That's a hand grenade! Everybody run for your lives! Ah!
But you didn't stop your partying days, did you?
No, I didn't. I remember 1987. I was doing an interview with Doc Gooden and Del Strawberry. We were so hopped up on speed that we took over 2 hours to do a 2-minute feel-good piece. My producer was motioning for a break. Angered, I handcuffed him to a light fixture on a C-stand. Then I conducted the rest of the interview in Japanese. Ha ha ha! I was fired that day.
A black spot on a Texas sunset.
Yes. I thought it would be my last opportunity in sports.
And it almost was, until a rebirth for Finch in the fall of 2007. Working on Mountaineers radio at Division I AA Appalachian State University, he was paired with Tom Bradley. Tom was a defensive end and backup punter from the University of Nebraska. I had to ask Tom, what was it like working with Finch?
Whacker. We don't need that for an interview.
Tom, tell me, what was it like working with Finch?
Oh my God, it was huge. I'd heard the stories. I'd even seen him on television, but I never believed that I'd be working with Finch, side by side.
Tom, most people consider your call of the Appalachian State win over the Michigan Wolverines as one of the greatest in sports history. When did it actually sink in that you were a part of something special?
Oh my God, what most people don't know is that Finch left the broadcast early in the second half to go count his pores in the mirror, I think.
Oh yes, I had just eaten a gram of crystal meth and got lost. I made it back just in time.
Thank God for crystal meth.
He got back right before the kick, and I was just so excited for the play.
You're darn right you were, Tom. Let's watch that call.
And here we are again, back on Mountaineers Radio. He's Tom Bradley, I'm Finch Tundgren. You're here at the big house, where Appalachian State leads 34-32. 6 seconds left on the clock. Michigan trying for the win on a Jason Gingell 37-yard attempt. Oh, it'd be terrible to win down like this, wouldn't it, Tom?
Oh my God, this should be huge.
This is a big one.
It's huge.
Here it is, look, they're set up. The snap, the hold.
Oh my God!
It's blocked! It's blocked!
Ma!
Can you believe it?
He
It's
blocked it!
Appalachian State wins!
Ooh!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God! College football is up! Get the cowbells ringing!
Ding-a-ling-a-ling! Ding-a-ling!
Because Michigan is upset by Appalachian State! Woo!
After that game, both of you were asked to join the NFL radio network and had the distinct honor of announcing what many perceive as the greatest Super Bowl of all time.
And here we are again on Giants Radio. He's Tom Bradley, I'm Finch Tundgren, and we're in Glendale, Arizona. Oh, we're looking at a good one here, aren't we, Tom?
Oh my God, this is John
Oh
game.
my goodness, the Patriots going for perfection.
19-0.
And the greatest of all games in the history of the whole world and mankind, the Super Bowl 42.
You said it there, Finch.
Manning in the gun, waiting to snap.
Come on,
There he
Peyton.
is, trots back. Oh, he's got pressure.
Oh.
He's got pressure.
Oh, he's gonna be
he goes
sacked.
down. No, no, he got out of it.
Oh,
Ball
God!
downfield like a javelin.
Oh,
Did he catch it?
did he? I think he did!
What? He got it. He got it.
Oh, man! Oh, he pinned it against his helmet!
David Tyree saves the day.
Oh, my God!
Jumping Jack Beanstalks, baby.
I just ejaculated!
Put the turkey on the stove and let the cat out for church.
Oh, amen!
Woo!
Oh, hallelujah!
Woo!
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Oh, my God!
Woo!
David Tyree!
Tyree! Big boy catch,
Oh,
baby!
he's big from the waist down, Finch. Like Plexico.
I can't believe it. Look at that. At the apex of his jump, a brilliant performance. A brilliant. Look at the concentration.
That's concentration. It's amazing.
Rodney Harrison, known steroid user.
And douchebag.
I have to ask, Finch, after all the accolades, the history, the women, and by God, the drugs, what will Finch Tundgren do now?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll do what every man dreams of. Live in a small studio apartment.
Alone?
Yes, Cracker, thanks for prying. Alone. With cable television. Cuban cigar, and a Scotch neat. Maybe I'll watch the neighbors have angry sex in the apartment across the way. I'll pick up the dog shit that graces my front lawn. I guess I'll just wait for the day to come again when I can lend my voice to the sport I love. Football. And baseball. And boxing. But not hockey. Definitely not hockey. I fucking hate hockey.
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bushel. Auf Wiedersehen.
True small story, shorts with heroes. Sorry.